Okay, it would be maybe, yeah, it would be interesting to, I guess if somebody wants to look at how that was made, you can just watch the whole stream because you've made it all in there, no? It's
Right. If you want for me to like do an overview, or maybe it's just the holochain connection part that's interesting, I can share the screen and do that in 2 minutes if you want.
yeah, maybe we should, maybe we can do that. Yeah, if he's
Okay.
interested, let's do it.
Okay. So this is the application, like the small application. Um, what I've done basically is separated, as in the backend we have two modules, separated them into modules also on the front end, and each module, books and loans, has its own components and its own state. You can ignore the JavaScript files because they are compiled files and there should be elsewhere, but I didn't have time to correct that. So basically, each module declares a list of components, and a component looks like this. So if you have seen React code, it's somewhat similar, in which you declare a class and then you have a render function that returns some HTML. So that's pretty simple. In this case, for example, a book list is an element that receives all the books you have in the Holochain application and just render them, just going through this code and getting this bunch of HTML to have just a nice little list of books. So this is what all the elements look like. Then the state is just good old Redux. So we have a book state and some actions. When you get the books, you store them in the state, and that's it. Then the most interesting part, I think, is the holochain connection thing. We actually are using the holochain Redux middleware, which allows you to directly declare actions that connect directly to the holochain node. So we can see an example here. For example, create book. Okay, so we are importing create holochain, so a call async action. Never seen a function name so big as this one. But what this actually allows you to do is to dispatch this action into the store, and the create book of the book zone gets automatically called. And then when that resolves, you receive in your store a success action of that same kind, so you can act upon the result of that action. So that was an example of an action you can throw with Redux middleware, and this is how you mesh them together. So you need the URL of your holochain node. You just to connect from the HC web client. This is like the other helper library from holochain in the front end, in which you make simple calls, no Redux, but actually the Redux middleware uses this library. So what you do is, when you create the store, you apply the middleware, which is holochain middleware, with this object here, and that's the configured holochain location. And then, as always, you can declare components that connect to the store, and then dispatch those actions we saw to the store, wait for that state to change, and when that change, it triggers the rendering, and that's more or less the gist of it. That's the workflow of the application. I've just seen I'm liking this, so let me correct. So my launch request should be state loans request. Yeah, I've not arrived to the loans part, only the loans request. So I don't know if you have any questions. You want me to go deeper? I don't see much point in it right now from my perspective, but maybe you wanna go deep on some topic.
I'm okay with this for now. I'd really rather see some of the backend stuff and maybe walk through that. What about the rest?